Are you a kind of guy that goes to class reunions?
No. I never went to any of my class reunions. I got a something in the mail for my 20th year, I think it was, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's interesting, and then I kind of put it off the side, and
Not interested.
not really. No.
Well, this
Not
weekend is my 35th reunion.
Wow.
35 years, 1988, class of 88 at Beaver Creek High School.
So did that notice have big print on it so you could see the letters?
Yes, it's much bigger. I found it along in the same mail delivery as my AARP card. But anyway,
Which I've been getting in the mail too.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Yeah.
You're only as old as you look. Is that right?
I
Only as
don't
you
know.
feel, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
But anyway, I've been to every reunion. I find it enjoyable. It's interesting. I like to see people from the past and how they have done in life. I don't judge. I don't sit there and go, oh, well, that person did this, or that's not my thing. I like keeping up with people. And I've talked about this before. Reunions used to be, I don't want to say a big deal, but people would go to them. But now with social media, you don't really need to go, right? Because you see,
you can have a reunion every day on Messenger or Facebook or something. You get with people that you haven't seen in 30 years with at the tip of your finger.
Some people like myself, I post pictures and videos. Now I do a radio show, so that's part of the promotion of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people post their pictures, they post their kids, their grandkids, whatever. And it's like, well, I don't really need to go to the reunion to see them or really chat with them because, well, many of them are right there.
How they're doing.
Yeah. But I put together sort of a short list of things that you shouldn't do or should do, I guess, depending on your disposition, at your class reunion. And I wanted to go through these with you. I know you say you don't go, but I was hard pressed to find anybody who would talk to me about this.
Oh, but my daughter, oddly enough, last week said she just got a notice of her 10-year. Believe it or not, my daughter is looking at
10 years. Wow.
And I'm like, wow, has it been that long? It's like, yeah, that's it was this summer.
But this is the time of year where people are doing that.
Yeah.
Right. Just like your daughter and other people might be going to their class reunions. Many times it coincides with homecoming.
Yeah.
At their high school. And that's coming up, late September, early October.
Right.
So I'm going to go through some of these and just get your take on them. Okay. Number one, be yourself, brag about your kids and your grandkids, not yourself.
Okay. I go along with that.
If people are really interested in your success, they'll Google you in private and curse at you, from home.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Number two, leave the high school cliques in the past. And this is a big one. This is a huge one. Because the people that you might have been friends with in high school when you were young and dumb, you may not have the same things in common with them now, all these years later. And people that you never would have thought that you would have been friends with in high school, you may find some real commonality and new friendships.
Yeah.
So don't just stick to the losers you were with back in high school. Open yourself up to new losers.
And those people you hung out with might not even be there.
Right.
They might be in jail.
That could be. That could be.
Yeah.
They could be.
Right.
Here's number three. Don't tell embarrassing stories about other classmates. And that's a big one, because what you think might be funny about a particular person and maybe you have a fond memory of, they could have been mortified the fact that they did that and they've tried to put it behind them. And the last thing they want when they're in their 50s is to be reminded of the stupid stuff they did when they were a kid. So just keep it to yourself. If they bring it up,
okay.
If they bring it up, fine. But don't just, do you remember that time you wet yourself in front of the class? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. That's why most people go to reunions, so they could throw those stories out there, I guess.
Well, maybe some people like you, but not me, buddy.
I don't have any embarrassing stories from high school, Todd.
Number 4, ask lots of questions, spend more time listening and less time talking about yourself. That is a bullet point that my wife reminds me of frequently. Number 5, it may have been the mantra back in our day, but a reunion is not the place to party like it's 1999.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
How many times have you heard that?
Yeah. But for us now, The Hangover is not just a movie. It's like the next 3 days. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
It's
gotcha.
It takes a while to recover. You don't want that. And also, take an Uber, Lyft, or a designated driver.
Right.
Number 6, don't make comments about the appearance of others. It's creepy and rude.
Yeah.
And even if you think you're trying to be complimentary, you could be just being a schmuck, right?
Yeah, true.
My God, you've lost weight. That's the worst compliment.
Yeah. Before you make a comment about somebody else, look down at your belly, and then you'll be like, okay, I'm not going to say that now. No.
Or your hairline.
Yeah, exactly.
Be kind, considerate, and positive. Number 7, when chatting with a classmate and their spouse, keep in mind, for some, there's no shelf life on jealousy. Keep your high school crush revelations to yourself. I learned that the hard way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did that.
No, and nobody was jealous or got upset. But I do remember saying to someone in one of the reunions, it was just in conversation. I said, man, I had the biggest crush on you. I really did. And then,
how'd that go?
Well, she slowly moved away. And then every time I spotted her at the reunion, she was on the other side of the room.
Well, see, you find the one person you really didn't want to talk to all night, and you say, man, I have the biggest crush on you.
That's an idea. That is an idea.
Yeah.
Number 8, don't share your personal problems at the reunion. Leave the drama for Facebook and social media, where we can all enjoy it on our own leisure.
They already know my drama if they're on Facebook. Yeah.
Number 9, don't be offended if someone forgets your name. It happens. Memories cloud over time. Don't take it personally. Just where, hello, my name is.
Especially when you get to 35 years.
Right. Yeah, well, especially with guys too, because it's not just weight, because everybody gains a little weight.
Yeah.
But it's the hair, you lose your hair, and maybe you had a long mane in high school, right? Maybe you had long, luscious locks when you were a senior.
Or, when we were kids with the enormous mullets. You had hair down to your tail.
Right.
And
now you can blind someone with the sun reflecting off your bald head.
Exactly.
Right. And finally, this is the best one. Make sure you thank all the organizers, because this doesn't just happen by yourself, or, it just doesn't pop up. People work hard to put this together. So
somebody has to get all the names together and the numbers and all that stuff. And contact people.
That is right. So, but that's my survival tip for going to your class reunion. I'm going to follow that this weekend, and maybe you're going to be going to a reunion soon. Just some words to live by.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Holst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.